Madam Speaker, a towering giant of our struggle for freedom, Inkosi Albert Ntuli, in his message to the Congress of the People gathered in Clifton Park, 1955, 69 years ago today, he had the following to say, and I quote, "The task of gaining freedom in our multiracial society is of considerable magnitude and will tax severely the determination and the courage of the best of us. But the need and the urgency for the task and the justice of the cause demand of us to be willing to pay the supreme price for the noble cause," unquote. His words, Madam Speaker, steeped in the profound wisdom and courage, resonate through the corridors of time and remind us of the immense responsibility we carry today of building a better life for all our citizens. The outcomes of the 2024 national and provincial elections undoubtedly send shock waves throughout our movement, the National Democratic Movement, the continent and the rest of the world, in which the ANC emerged as a party that is without the minimum 50% plus one of the support. And of course, we've got to admit that it is not difficult to identify the reasons for the increasing support of the ANC in the past elections. The socio-economic situation in our country was changing for the better, directly benefiting the masses of our people. The GDP growth at an average of 3.6%. The number of people with jobs increased from 8 to 14 million. The average GDP per capita increased by almost 40%. Access to basic services such as water, housing, electricity, and energy and infrastructure was expanded. However, the period between 2008 and 2022 saw a major reversal of some of the strategic gains. That constituted a major setback on the advancement of the National Democratic Revolution. The outcomes of the May national and provincial elections confirmed that reality. Despite all of that, the ANC resolved to forge unity among South Africans across race, religion, creed, and that support is unwavering. All our policies are based on creating a prosperous South Africa that truly belongs to all who live in it, united in their diversity. Madam Speaker, in the words of our beloved leader and President, Comrade Oliver Tambo, in which he said, and I quote, "Without unity, we are weak. Without action, we will remain oppressed. To move forward, we have to act in unity and unite in action," unquote. We truly have to act in unity and unite in action. The gains of our freedom and democracy must be defended, consolidated, and advanced to realize socio-economic rights as demanded by the Constitution of the Republic. We proceed from the understanding that our Constitution represents the genuine will of our people and their desire to build a better life for all, and therefore that as their democratically elected representatives, this is a task we can neither abdicate nor delegate. We need to continue to engage within our society, within and outside these chambers, to ensure that our society unites and strive to act in unity, consistent with the call that was made by His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa yesterday, that our country must converge in a national dialogue to determine our collective future. The ANC remains by far the largest party and has pulled together other parties to ensure that we continue the journey started in 1912 and consolidated in successive governments since 1994 to bring about national cohesion and stability to the democratic state and continued advance to the better life for all. This unprecedented experience is not a deviation from the National Democratic Revolution, but rather a fulfillment of its objectives aimed at building a united and a non-racial society. Madam Speaker, over the past 30 years, our policies have driven social and economic transformation, and we intend to accelerate this trajectory. Thus, the vision of the Government of National Unity to address comprehensive needs of the masses of our people, unlike coalitions that narrow their focus to political power management. Madam Speaker, the statement of intent has as its underlying pillar rapid, inclusive and sustainable economic growth, driven by a commitment to industrializations and high rates of investment, jobs creation and social change. President Cyril Ramaphosa, through his opening address yesterday, has outlined the program of the executive for the year ahead. As the ANC Parliamentary Caucus, we stand ready to support the seventh administration to ensure stability and prosperity of our country and the continent, while ensuring strict fidelity, accountability, and transparency. We must renew our commitment to bridge the gap between the people and their parliament and their government. In this regard, we pledge to work collaboratively with all political parties represented in this august House, recognizing, of course, that each party carries the legitimate voice and the aspirations of its constituents. Our political differences should not make us enemies, nor should they invalidate anybody's rights as enshrined in the Constitution or call to question our patriotism. This is a spirit with which the ANC Parliamentary Caucus commit to conduct itself. Madam Speaker, our commitment to the principles of the National Democratic Revolution remains unwavering. We believe that the path to a united and prosperous society presented to us by the current context lies in our ability to pull together across party lines. This is not merely a political strategy, but a moral imperative, rooted in our shared history and our collective future. Thank you very much.